Kia ora. More strong northwesterly winds back with us across parts of the South Island and the lower parts of the North Island as we head through the rest of Monday afternoon and in towards the early hours of Tuesday morning. You can also see some wetter weather pushing through in towards those far southern parts of the country, up and towards the higher ground of Westland as well as we head through the night time. But for the top of the North Island, plenty of clear sky, especially around those more eastern facing coastlines. But where we have got that heavier rainfall, we have got some severe weather watches in place for Fiordland and also for the ranges of Westland. Those watches run from about 3 p.m. down in Fiordland and about 6 p.m. up through the ranges of Westland. That front just runs up and across us. It's not just the wet weather though, we have also got watches for windy weather through places like Southland and Stewart Island, Otago, the Canterbury High Country, and even up in towards Wellington and those southern parts of Wairarapa as well. Again, we're really looking at that period from this afternoon on Monday right the way through in towards that first part of the day on Tuesday. So we start off with Tuesday with that northwesterly feed across us, which I think generally gives us a bit more of a cloudier story on the western facing coasts of New Zealand. While out towards the east, things generally are drier, clearer and sunnier. We are going to find another area of low pressure runs closer towards the far south by the end of the day on Tuesday, bringing more wet weather in towards Fiordland. Let's start on the North Island though. We'll find straight away there's that east-west split with more cloud and a few showers across those western facing parts of the North Island. Generally drier out through that eastern side in towards the Bay of Plenty, but in the Bay of Plenty we could catch an odd shower. For places like Auckland, we might have an odd shower first thing and then again perhaps towards the end of the day, but there should be a good gap in the middle with some brightness through there. And I think we will find some clearer skies for a time for, say, Wellington. Not a bad looking story for you. Now temperatures as we head through the daytime on Tuesday, ranging from around about 26 degrees Celsius in Napier down to around about 20 or 21 degrees Celsius and pretty mild through the night time as well. Nothing much lower than about 13 degrees Celsius for the North Island. Keep an eye on those temperatures though as we head through this week. We'll find our winds turn more southerly and those temperatures will be taking a bit of a tumble. Down towards the south island, we'll start off with that front just on that western coast, bringing some cloudier skies through parts of Westland Grey and up in towards Buller. And I think we are going to find some showers or spells of rain with that as well. They will ease off for a time. You can see though there's not much rainfall down this eastern side. A bit of high cloud might make its way across in towards the Canterbury Plains, and it's not out of the question we'll catch an odd shower. But I think for most of the area there, we'll find it stays dry. Down south, a few showers through the daytime. They'll become more confined to the coast through the afternoon. But you can see that next area of wet weather waits to come back towards places like Fiordland and down in towards Stewart Island by the end of the day. It will be a fairly cool feeling day down there as well. Top temperatures in Invercargill, 13 degrees Celsius. And a cold night coming up as well. Temperatures are back down to about 6 degrees or so. Head further north towards those drier, brighter conditions up in Marlborough. Temperatures here around about 24 degrees Celsius. Heading on in towards the rest of the week, we generally find another area of wet weather on those western facing coasts. We'll find our winds picking back up again and our winds eventually swinging around to more of a southerly as we head in towards the week, bringing that colder air back up and across us. So we will find our temperatures dropping down a fair bit. You can see on the south line there, those winds are southerly, bringing that cloud back in towards there as well. Generally drier and brighter out towards the north and the east, and that's probably where we'll find our highest temperatures on Wednesday. Highs here around about 25 to about 27 degrees Celsius through Tairafti and up in towards Gisborne. While down south, we're looking at our top temperatures of the day of only around about 12 degrees Celsius. It is going to be a rather cool week. There's still some uncertainty about how the situation pans out for Easter itself. All depends on an area of low pressure pushing closer towards that northeastern corner of the country. But we'll keep you updated with the forecast. And as ever, you can always find the latest information at metservice.com.